Back. And we back. We black. We back. We black. Oh yeah. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of Nurse Talk Live. I am your host, Mr. CJ Kyle, and I am the High Value Nurse, and it is a pleasure being here this afternoon. Yes, it is. It's definitely a pleasure to be here. Being here this afternoon. So yeah, it's a pleasure to be here. Should be a good show today. I'm having a pretty good day. I had a math test today. It's the last prereq that I have to do before I apply for the RN program. So, and I got 100% on that, so I'm happy about that. Vacation is about 2 weeks away. A little more than 2 weeks away. I'm excited about that. Cruise and Cancun, so that's coming up. So I'm looking forward to these things that's going to happen within the near future. But I was really tripping about that math test, y'all. I'm not good at math like that. And I mean, I wasn't tripping, but I did put in the work. But we got the dopest math teacher. It's crazy. Like, she is fire. Why did it stop? Oh, okay. Yeah, we got the dopest math teacher though. And she is like, she really wants us to pass the class. She ain't like that. So she ain't the type that want to see you fail, that's trying to make you sweat. She walked in. I got there early. I was like an hour and a half early to class because I was still reviewing and everything like that. And she goes like, well, once we walk in, when she comes in, she's like, don't be nervous. I don't want you to freak out. It's just a test. And I was like, just a test? Man, at first I'm like, well, this is some people's entryway into the program, so it's not just a test. But I understood what she was saying. You did. So, shout out to Stanley in the building. Shout out to Elliot. I appreciate y'all being here right now. But she was like, it's just a test. And I'm like, bruh, no. This test this is my last class before I apply for the program. So it is what it is, man. But I was just like, nah, it's not just a test. But that's not how she meant it. And she was like, she pretty much said, like, if you get stuck, I can't tell you what to do. I can't tell you the answers. But she was like, if you get stuck, raise your hand and we'll see. We'll help you get in the right direction. So she's definitely dope, and she goes out of her way. She'll meet with you anytime she's available. She just really goes out of her way to make sure that you are getting the information. And now that we got that test out the way, the next test should be pretty decent because we're working on angles and a little bit of geometry. So I'm pretty decent at that. So it was cool. This one was more so like finance and annuity and compounding and a lot of formulas that you had to remember. But it was cool because she provided the formulas for us, and it was decent, man. It wasn't a bad test at all. It wasn't a bad test at all. I was concerned. Shout out to Duncan. What's good? Shout out to Danny D up in the building. Congratulations, you got this, bro. Don't need to worry. Hey, listen, I was nervous. Math is not my strong subject. Hey, y'all go subscribe to my sister's keeper too. She just graduated, got her RN in the building. She doing some fly things where she at. So y'all go over there and subscribe to her. Show her some love. But ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to talk and have a conversation today. The main show topic is, how long will this nurse money last? I pulled up an article put up an article from let me see. And I thought it was pretty interesting because it was talking about more nursing shortages. And let me see. Shoot. Hold on, let me go to the history. But it was talking about some of the nursing shortages that are happening and how people. Oh, here it is. It was talking about how people are like recruiting and really trying to get these spots filled, and that just lead me to ask, like, how long is this pandemic bag going to last? And I sat there and I thought about it because we going on a year and some change now. You dig? February 2020 is when it started. Is when this thing first popped off. Now it's October 2021, so almost going on 2 years that we've been dealing with this thing, and this pay has been happening. So that's my question. What do y'all think? How long is this pandemic money going to last? They call it the bandemic. The bandemic. I've heard from several other people. And I just, it's interesting to me. It's interesting to me because people are getting paid right now. Today, we also want to talk about nurse burnout once again. Y'all know I hate nurse burnout. I can't. I hate the term nurse burnout because to me, it's absolutely ridiculous. This field is too big. And let me not say you your own person, but I just feel like this field is way too big to be burnt out. You dig? It's too much to do. Some of y'all just don't like it, and that's fine. If you don't like it, get out. Get out. But I understand this is a way that you make money, but it is literally too much to do in this field where you are not even really dealing with patients directly at the bedside to be burnt out. But y'all know me, man. I'm a big fan of following the money. And as far as where this LPN stuff is concerned, it's in the long-term care facilities, skilled nursing facilities, and the traveling. That's where the bag is for LPNs right now. So it is what it is, man. And you got the vaccination cases and stuff like that, where they paying a nice bag. So I haven't done that yet, though. I've been on my travel assignment for the last 8 months. And it hasn't been bad, man. Like, it hasn't been bad. It's been more good than bad. It's definitely been more good than bad. So I want to get into this article. I'm going to share with y'all in 1 second. So here it is. Nursing crisis sweeps wards as NHS battles to find recruits. Lack of emergency department staff adding to shortages. There aren't enough to deliver care we need. And this is happening over in England. They are being hit like crazy right now. So would Europe be willing to bring over American nurses? I don't know. What would that bag look like? I saw a bag today. I saw some cases today that's offering nurses to go on a cruise ship and do, I guess, like vaccinations on a cruise ship. And I thought that was interesting because I wonder what cruise line is about to start vaccinating on the ship. I may be giving y'all some inside cruise news because, I did see I saw an article today, not an article, but I saw a case to where they are offering like $1,000 a week plus stipend to go over to Colombia, and you're going to cruise from Colombia to America, and your job is to do the vaccine. So that's going to be interesting. I'm wondering who's going to be doing that. But let me get to this article. I'm going to actually try to share the page with y'all as well. Let's see. Hold on. Bear with me. Make sure y'all can see it. So, okay. Said I wouldn't be shocked if this crisis pay keeps going for about another 3 years. Yeah, man. I I don't know. I'm hoping because I need some of that paper. I'm hoping, but I knew nurses who was making good money before this even happened, because you always had strike nursing. You always had different types of ways to get that bag in nursing, like way before this pandemic even happened. Like I was watching channels like Carly Rae, and she was talking about how she made like $14,000 in 2 weeks. Just being out there doing the strike nursing, because they always gonna strike. And this is way before a pandemic. But let me get into this article real quick. It says ministers are being warned of a mounting workforce crisis in England's hospitals as they struggle to recruit staff for tens of thousands of nursing vacancies, with one in 5 nursing posts on some wards now unfilled. I wonder what the pay is over there for England. Lady A, if you are here or if you are out there, holla at me. Let me know what the pay is out there for the nurses out there. Hospital leaders say that nursing shortfall has been worsened by a collapse in the numbers of recruits from Europe, including Spain and Italy. Would y'all be willing, to y'all American nurses, would you be willing to go over to Europe for a bag and nurse? Would you be willing to do that? I don't think I would. Nah, I'm straight. I probably wouldn't do it. I'm straight on that. But let me know if y'all would do it or not. Let's see. The most recent NHS figures reveals there are about 39,000 vacancies for registered nurses in England, with 1 in 10 nursing posts unfilled on acute wards in London and 1 in 5 nursing posts empty on mental health wards in the southeast. The number of nurses from the European Economic Area joining the Nursing and Midwifery Council register has fallen more than 90%. Damn. Damn. It's not funny, but damn, 90%? Wow. They must get paid like, and see, to all you, I wonder what the nurse, let me see what the nurse paid for England is. Because now I got to do some research. Registered nurse pay in England. Let's see. So it says the average salary in the United Kingdom is £25,000 a year. So let me see, 25,000. Let me see, 25,000. You distanced yourself from 25,000 pounds to dollars. What does that add up to here? Oh no. See, that's why ain't nobody doing it. That's why don't nobody want to be a nurse over there in London. You ain't paying nothing. I was making that at Amazon. Not to be funny, but they only making 25,586 pounds a year. Translated to American dollars, converted to American dollars, that's only 34,815. No way. Absolutely not. Heck, not. And that's to all y'all talking about some, oh, you got to do it from your heart and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. All right. That ain't what they saying in Europe. Europe say pay me or you ain't finna have nobody. $34,000 a year to work in that type of condition. I will go work at White Castle, McDonald's, somewhere else. No, absolutely not. That's crazy. That is absolutely insane. Let me see. I mean, you can say what you want about America, man, but there's no place I'd rather be at this point, especially when it comes to getting this paper. I ain't gonna hold you up. 90%. Jesus. Jesus. Thousands of nursing shifts each week cannot be filled because of staff shortages, according to the hospital safe staffing reports seen by the Observer. The Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, is already under pressure over worker shortages in the UK after Brexit, from lorry drivers to farm workers. Concerns among health bosses about the impact on patient care of acute staff shortages are revealed as expert warned last week that flu could kill up to 60,000 this winter. Lord Jesus. Lord Jesus. Okay, well, listen. Give people a reason to get in there. I've always said the solution is that simple. Give people a reason to want to go over there and put their life on the line and deal with these viruses and these sick people and all this kind of stuff. Give people a reason. All this talk about, nursing is from the heart and you shouldn't be in it from the money. That's bull crap. All right. Let me tell you something right now. And it shows. And these are the receipts. It's bull crap. Them RNs over there only making 25,586 pounds on average. That adds up to $34,815 here. Ain't no way in hell I will be an RN for that little amount. No way. I'll make more at Walmart. And I don't got to deal with none of that. I will make more money at Walmart and I don't have to deal with any of that. I'm straight. I'll get back in the truck before heck, y'all wilding out for that one. Let's continue. NHS trusts are being paid by NHS England up to $7,000 for each vacant post, or £7,000 for each vacant post to try to recruit nurses from overseas. Overseas, but listen to the countries they recruiting from though. India and the Philippines, because they know RNs from America ain't finna do that. They know good and well ain't no registered nurses from America finna hop on that. Heck, they could. But boy, hello, mate. This is a Robert calling from England. And we'd like to know, CJ, would you be interested in coming over here nursing? Oh, okay. Well, what are we talking about? £25,000. Click. That was probably a horrible English accent, but click. Sorry, no dice. Click. They ain't coming to get them American nurses, no sir. They gonna look at them crazy. £7,000. They trying to get them over here from India and the Philippines. That's crazy. That's wild. Patricia Marcus, England director for the Royal College of Nursing, said there just aren't enough staff to deliver the care we needed. That is needed. And we now have a nursing workforce crisis. We should never have gotten into this position where we were so dependent on international nurses. We are on a knife edge. They are struggling. Notice that they was not trying to get no American. They know ain't no American nurses. Listen, bro. They know for a fact. They said, no, we ain't going to even try that. Somebody's like, would you like us to call the U.S.? No. Hell no. They ain't finna come over here for no £25,000. What? What the? She said, nice Australia accent. That was Australia. That was Australia. Oh, okay. Let's see. They wilding over there in England, bruh. They is wilding over there. University Hospitals of North Midlands NHS Trust, which runs Royal Stoke University Hospital and Stafford's County Hospital, and which has reported 401 unfilled nursing posts to its board. A vacancy rate of 12%. The trust temporarily suspended non-emergency operations last month. Lord have mercy. That means if you got an operation and that boy ain't life or death, bye-bye. Not funny. But they say bye-bye. That's a wrap. That is a wrap. The trust last month because of high demand and staff shortages. It is recruiting nurses from overseas, including India and Ghana. America nowhere to be found because they already know. No, sir. No, sir. Absolutely not. I don't want to go over there that bad. I don't want to go to England that bad for that little money. I don't care if it was paid for or not. I'm straight. Shoot. I'll go over there on some leisure stuff and chill. I know. That's wild. That don't even make sense. Why would I do that for $34,000 a year? That's insane. I could go at Amazon and get that money. I'm straight. Leeds Teaching Hospitals, NHS Trust, which has reported nearly 700 vacancies for nurses, midwives, and operating departments, practitioners, a vacancy rate of 13%. It postponed 287 operations in July and August and appealed last weekend for nurses to work an extra shift because of staffing shortfalls in our critical care wards. Listen, I don't care if it's critical care. I don't care if it's emergency department. I don't care if it's the ICU. I don't care if it's the FCU. I don't care if it's the EEU. People are not about to work for pennies. People are not about to work for pennies. Listen, the game has changed. The game has changed. It is a new day. It is a new day, and you are going to have to start paying people what they are worth. This is why they are going over to countries like India and Ghana, where they can pay them what they feel that they're worth, because they know that their money is worth a lot more over there. So they say, why don't y'all come on through over here? No, not here. No way. Mid and South Essex NHS Foundation Trust with a 17% vacancy rate for nurses, one of the highest in the country. It has 2,269 full-time clinical and non-clinical vacancies. The trust reported that over the summer, up to 1,850 patients a month were waiting longer than 4 hours in an A&E because of staff shortages. Can y'all imagine waiting 4 hours to be seen at the hospital? Bruh. Seriously, could y'all imagine having to wait that long to be seen at a hospital? 4 hours. Now, you know, in the hood, you may have to wait about an hour and a half, 2, like before the pandemic. But, 4, that's wild. That's wild. A survey by the Unite of 188 critical care staff at Guy's and St. Thomas NHS Foundation Trust has uncovered staff concerns of chronic nursing shortages and risk to patient safety. Matter of fact, I believe it was over in England where this nurse had killed herself, right? I'm pretty sure. Let me check. I think it was over in England where a nurse had killed herself. Yeah. A sister. I think, I'm pretty sure it was a sister that killed herself because she worked too many hours. I think I did it. Yeah. Over in the UK. Yeah. She sure did. Yep. Yep, she sure did a couple years ago. This was back in 2019, way before the pandemic. She said a UK nurse died by suicide after the stress of working grueling 12-hour hospital shifts sent her in a downward spiral, according to her Wednesday. Leona Goddard, 35 years old, hung herself at her family's home just 6 months after she received a promotion at a hospital in Manchester. Lord Jesus. The senior staff nurse left behind a 2-page handwritten note describing her negative feelings, a downward spiral, and the feelings of self-loathing, according to the report. Friends said Goddard has struggled to balance her new work responsibilities with her social life. Let me tell you something before I continue with this. Ain't no job worth dying for. Ain't no job worth dying for. I'm going to tell y'all that right now. There is no job. This woman killed herself. And this was before the So if she killed herself before the pandemic, I can only imagine what she would have felt during the pandemic. That's crazy. Ain't no job worth taking your life over. I will walk out of a job so quick to the point before I ever felt like there's no way I could even get to that point though. I don't play them type of games. I will no. I'm too selfish for me to do something like that. To get so overwhelmed in the job. I care about me too much for me to do something like that. That is crazy. Says Leona struggled with the shifts she was given and found it difficult to maintain a social life around them. Goddard's mother, Corinne, claimed the demands of the job also made it difficult for her to maintain a relationship. The shift work in particular got her down as she did a 12-hour shift. Shout out to the 12-hour shifts. I love 12-hour shifts. Leona had not had any long-term steady relationship, and the most recent one ended by text message. Oh, okay. So she was having relationship problems too, and her job made it hard to retain. So this woman was going through some stuff mentally, obviously. She was going through some stuff mentally, and oh, Lady A, I am here. Oh, I'm so glad that you're here right now because I'm talking about your home. I'm actually talking about your home because I was talking about the nursing crisis that's going over in the UK right now. And I just looked at some of the pay over there for the UK nurses, and it's absolutely ridiculous. It is absolutely, I don't know, like, so the average nurse over there in the UK, from what I looked up, makes £25,585, Lady A. And that turns out to be $34,815 here in America. Now, Lady A, is £25,000 a livable wage in England, in London, where you're from? I don't know. Is that a livable wage? Is that middle class? What is considered middle class in London? I don't know. Please let me know. Please let me know what is considered a livable wage out in London. And I'm also talking about this UK nurse that killed herself because of the shift of or the job. But she also had some things going on too, according to the report, because I think she had like guy problems, and she was trying to balance the social life and all that good stuff. But yeah. So let me know, Lady A, is that middle class? It's okay. You might struggle. Could you take care of a family off £25,000? Could you take care of a wife if you're a husband working? Could you take care of a wife and a couple kids? What's the rent? What's the average cost of an apartment out there? What's the average monthly cost of an apartment? How many pounds is that? She said you might struggle. Okay. Because I know here in America, the average price of an apartment is $1,400 a month. That's the average price of an apartment in America. So let me see. Price of an apartment in the UK. One bedroom flat averages out to £758. I mean, I guess it's not bad. I don't know over there, like what depends on the area and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I guess that's not bad. They say it depends on the regions too. Government housing is like £500 a month, excluding bills. So the issue is nurses have ever-increasing responsibility without pay increase. That's crap. That's And look, Lady A, they trying to recruit people from the Philippines. They trying to recruit people from Ghana. They trying to recruit people from India. They not trying to recruit no American nurses because they know for a fact that the American nurses, the pay is not enough. It's no way. It's no way you can get somebody to come all the way from America, all the way to the UK and work for what they offer. It's not gonna happen. The average nurse here in America makes about $60,000. And I say that like now. I don't even think that's the average anymore. I don't know a registered nurse that's making under $80,000. Every registered nurse that I've talked to don't make under $80,000. I don't know one RN that makes under $80,000 unless they work like in long-term care, like management and long-term care. But besides that, I don't know any RN in the hospital that makes less than $80,000 a year. So let me see. $80,000 in pounds. 80,000 US to pounds. So that is, they say $80,000 here is 69,216 there. So that is literally double.
Social animals that can't live alone. But you can live pretty well by yourself.
That's insane. Like, they need to do something about that over there. I don't know. Well, Europe is off my list of places to potentially live once retirement hits. I don't know, man. That's wild. That's wild. That don't make no sense to me. Let me finish this article about that one lady who committed suicide. Let me see. No, I'll finish the crisis one first. It says 9 out of 10 staff reported understaffing in their department on every shift. Excuse me. David Carr, 58, a critical care nurse at St. Thomas Hospital, and the unit representative said, "I work in intensive care for patients recovering from surgery, and we need up to 11 nurses on that shift for each patient. One for each patient. We regularly only have 3 or 4 of our own nurses available and have to borrow nurses from other areas or get temporary staff. Staff are absolutely wrecked. More than 100 nurses have left the trust in the last 10 months. Shelley Pierce, 34, an accident and emergency nurse, an RCN workplace representative in Southern England, said nurses from Europe endured abuse from some members of the public after the Brexit referendum. I don't know what that means. I'm not familiar with Brexit. I will have to look into that. But she said, I can quite understand why some made the decision to go home because they didn't seem to be wanted. Let me look up what Brexit is. What is that? What does that even mean? What does Brexit mean? Let's see. Hold up. Damn it. Oh. All right. I gotta go back to where I was. Are you good, Lady A? What does Brexit mean? We have free health care at the point of entry and free education. So $25,000 alone probably couldn't give you a middle class life with children, but it's not terrible. Brexit is UK. Is UK leaving the EU? Oh, okay. Oh, well, I mean, free health care, free education. So I wonder what the top paying professions are over there. If you can help me out with that. I wonder what they doctors make. Let me The government has pledged to increase the number of NHS nurses by 50,000 by 2025. NHS England announced 28 million of funding in September last year to recruit nurses from overseas to help pay for accommodation, flights, and quarantine. The upfront cost recruiting a nurse from overseas is between 10,000 and 12,000 pounds. Now, I don't know what the economic situation is over there, but why wouldn't they invest that $28 million and 28 million pounds over into their own nurses and recruiting them and increasing their wages? I mean, is it some sort of tax break that they get, hiring people from different countries? Like, I wonder what the deal is over there. If you are a nurse from the UK and you just happen to be watching this, hit me up. Send me an email, cjkyles90@gmail.com. I would love to talk to you and figure out what's going on over there. Lady A, if you know any nurses over in England, tell them to holler at me because I want to have a conversation with them. I say probably surgeons, politicians. We're struggling because after Brexit, many of our foreign nurses went back home. I got to look up more what this Brexit is. Was it like a program to keep foreign nurses over there? I'm not sure. But that's what I'm getting though. By comparison, it takes 3 years to train a nurse in the UK. And costs from 50,000 pounds to 70,000 pounds. So it actually costs more to become a nurse. The nurses actually get paid. The government does not pay tuition fees, but provides maintenance grants worth at least $5,000 a year. So you got to pay for your own education to be a nurse over there, and you get paid like, no, what the? I need a what the button. There is a global shortage of nurses, and consequently, there has been criticism of trust recruiting from overseas. That's what I said. Like, I'm not even over there. And I'm like, why wouldn't y'all even invest that money over to y'all own people? That don't even make sense to me. But I don't know. So there's been a global shortage of nurses, and consequently there has been criticism of trust recruiting from overseas instead of training more UK staff. That sounds like the smart thing to do. Even the new care and mental health minister, Gillian Keegan, is reported to have called it unbelievably inefficient and also wrong and just bizarre. That's what I'm saying. That makes no sense. Why would I spend 25 million pounds recruiting other people when I can just put that into my own people? That don't even make sense. Yeah, that don't make sense at all. Let's see. I'll see if I can find out. All right, cool. Let me know. What in the heck? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That don't even make sense at all. Let's see. She called it bizarre. The health minister. Yeah, it makes no sense. Gillian Keegan. I wonder if Gillian Keegan is that chick that Jesse Lee Peterson made fun of. Let me see. No, this is not her. Okay. Anyway. Let's see. Despite this, a report by the Nuffield Trust think tank commissioned by the NHS and published last week said significant overseas recruitment will be required if the government nursing target was to be met. Saffron Hordy, Deputy Chief Executive of NHS Providers, said he called for a fully costed workforce plan in the government spending review this month. She said, we've had workforce shortages for many years, and we've seen that exacerbated by Brexit. The workforce is the engine of any hospital, and when you have shifts that aren't filled, that's a huge challenge. Danny Mortimer, Chief Executive of NHS Employers and part of the Confederation, said, we have experienced the pressure we would usually see in the winter months over the summer. Many staff are predicting that this will be one of the most difficult winters the NHS has ever faced. You think? I mean, you think? Lady A says, no, the UK was under regulations if Brussels, which meant that we couldn't regulate all of our legislation. Brexit was to separate us from Europe to trade more globally. All right. British people don't want to do it. This is all interesting to me because, I mean, I would never think that with starting this channel, I could get so much content when it comes to this field. But it's just like the content just doesn't stop. It just keeps rolling in. Great for the channel. A survey of more than 1,000 NHS staff by the Healthcare Workers Foundation, a charity that supports health service employees, found 73% considering leaving in the last year. Nearly 1 in 3 frontline staff said they were likely to leave in the next year. They tired of that mess. They tired of that mess working for pennies, man. Who finna work for pennies? They could probably make more doing something else with less stress. The total number of full-time equivalent vaccines in the NHS in England has increased. Vacancies in the NHS have increased from 83,203 in June 2020 to 93,806. My God. In June 2021. According to the figures from NHS Digital, the government health and information center. Over the same period, nursing post vacancies rose from 37,760 to 38,952. Hospital trusts say that they are recruiting staff from overseas to help fill posts. University Hospitals of North Midlands NHS Trust said they had recently hired nearly 300 extra nurses, including 93 from overseas. Leeds Teaching Hospitals NHS Trust said staffing was an ongoing challenge, but it was successfully recruiting new staff. Mid and South Essex, I got a little list, Essex NHS Foundation Trust said its gaps were filled by agency and temporary staff. A spokesperson for Guy's and St. Thomas NHS Foundation Trust confirmed 118 nurses left this year, but said 97 started and another 30 were going through pre-employment checks. They said the trust was listening to all of the concerns raised by the staff. The safety of our patients and well-being of our staff are top priorities. We are investigating and recruiting more nurses, as well as continuing to provide extensive health and well-being to support our staff. Hey, if anybody is watching from the UK, y'all throw me the right bag. I might come over there and get some pork and beans on my toast for breakfast if y'all throw me the right bag. But not for no $34,000. That ain't happening. But if any one of these recruiters are listening right now in the UK, throw a player a nice little sack, a nice little brown paper bag, and I might be having some pork, some black pudding, if you will, Cheerio. You dig? But definitely not for no 25,000 pounds. That ain't happening. But a player might have some pork and beans and toast for the right price. You dig? My services are definitely for sale. Let's see. That's a long article. Health experts say the overall NHS workforce is growing, but not enough to keep up with the demand. And the proportion of unfulfilled jobs across NHS England has grown over the year. The NHS said the NHS is committed to reducing nursing vacancies, including through international recruitment and increasing well-being support for existing staff to boost retention. They have said everything else but up in the pay. Have y'all noticed that? Through this whole article, they have said everything else but raising the pay. Everything else but raising the pay. Not one time they said we are going to raise wages for our nurses. Not one time has it been mentioned in this article. It's still a little bit to go, But this has been a long article. And not one time was it ever mentioned we finna raise the wages. No. Nah. That's too much like rape. Let's see. The nursing and midwifery workforce grew by 2.7 over the past year, with over 300,000 extra full-time staff delivering care, and 80,000 people across the country applied for the nursing course this year. They some fools. I wouldn't be doing that for that low. I wouldn't be doing it for that low. That's crazy. But they got their hearts. They say I'm just in it for the money, so whatever. A Department of Health and Social Care spokesperson said, "We are seeing record numbers of nurses working in the NHS, and applications to study nursing and midwifery have risen by 21% this year alone. We will continue to support our NHS workforce to grow to tackle the backlog with 50,000 more nurses by the end of this parliament." Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's how they getting down in England. He said, "Welcome to Britain. Don't forget increased cost of living. The pay is never the answer for them people everywhere. What's the answer for me? Lord have mercy. That could not be me. I'm sorry. I care about people as much as the next person, but that could not be me. I'll be open that money like, look, is the shift over? It's time to go get us some black pudding and beans and get up out of here and rest for the day, because they only trying to give me 25,000 pounds for the year. I think not. Let me go get it popping in America and see what it's talking about. I think not. That's wild. They are fooling for this one. But yeah, man, I don't see this pandemic money over here in America ending for a while. I don't. It was already a crazy shortage over here to begin with, but yeah, I appreciate you, Lady A, for coming through. I really do. Shout out to the UK. Shout out to Lady A. Y'all go make sure y'all check out Lady A's The Antisocially podcast, man. She over there doing her thing all the way from the UK, checking in. I appreciate Lady A for coming through and giving us some info. And like I said, Lady A, if you know any nurses over there, tell them to holler at me. We need to have a talk. For real. But that ain't right. But ladies and gentlemen, I think that's it for this episode. I'm finna go see my mama in a little bit and keep it pushing. So I'm gonna holler at y'all in a minute. Thank you. Peace.